This man. All right, everybody. This is my first time doing a live stream, and I think I kind of want to make this sort of a journey. So, my name is Tony Chan. I'm a single dad with two young kids, and this channel is just about sharing my journey as a single dad on the things that I've done that have made my life better, and I just want to share it with you to see if it can be helpful as well. And so each day is going to be like a different core theme or topic that I'm going to talk about. Maybe it's going to last around 30 minutes long, so I'm not going to make it too long. Uh, and today, I just really want to talk about getting back to the gym. So just keep it very just keep it simple. And I'm going to stutter a lot because I'm not the best speaker, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get better at this as I do it more often every single day. So bear with me. So let's just get it straight into the subject of just getting back into the gym and making sure that we don't fall up behind in our health. And so after I became a single dad, I think one of the main focus I had was getting back in shape, getting healthier again, making sure that I just feel stronger and getting my energy back. Because before separation, I was getting chubbier, I was a bit thick, I was just not healthy, and I was not getting good sleep, and so my energy level was just very low, right? And also that's not good. And so afterwards, that was one of my first priority. And so one of the first thing I did was I bought dumbbells and I bought a bench press because I want to make it as easy and convenient as possible for me to exercise. And so that's what I did. So I think I bought a bench press from Walmart, which was around, I think, $70. And then a dumbbell from Amazon, two dumbbells, 25 dumbbells. I think they were on sale for $25 each, right? So that's like less than $150 investment. And it was definitely worth it because it just made exercising so much easier. Even right now, the dumbbells and the bench press is right next to me. So whenever I feel the need or want to just relieve some stress or get some exercise in, boom, it's right then and there. And also, I bought a punching bag as well. The punching bag, I think, was around $150. And the punching bag is just a great way to release stress when you want to punch something, right? So I definitely recommend getting a punching bag as well. So, you know, it's crazy because once I started exercising consistently for like an hour or 30 minutes to an hour a day, so I basically slowly went to exercising mode. Like I only exercise 20 push-ups, 10 biceps of the dumbbell, and then that's it for the day. Like I really try not to go gung-ho and exercise for like an hour long or 2 hour long because I knew that I wasn't gonna be too tired or not consistent with it. So I started small, and that's gonna be like a thing you hear me say often is start small, don't do too much off the get-go because you're gonna quit, right? So day by day, I increased the time that I was working out, I increased how much reps I was putting in, and more. So that's what I did. Let me see. So the best time for me to exercise, even right now, because I've been doing it for over 3 years now, I've been separated for over 3 years, is I exercise right after I drop off the kids. Because sometimes when I do it before the kids wake up, like they would wake up and they would interrupt my workout. They would bother me when I was working out, and that does make me lose my flow. And so it did not help to exercise before they woke up. So the best time for me was right after I drop off the bus. It's like a signal for me to okay, drop them off the bus. Now it's time to get to exercising. Now it's time to lift some weights. And so it just made it easy to come home and just start exercising. Now, so that's like the first best thing you can do if you're trying to get back into exercise. Highly recommend getting bench press, getting some dumbbells, and just exercise at home. Right? I live in an apartment, so it's hard to do jump rope here because the ceiling is not high. I love jump rope, but I can't do that. But there's so many in-home exercises you can do at home. You could like do mountain climbers, you could do push-ups, you could do sit-ups. Like there's just no excuses to not work out at home if you have the time. And you do have the time. And that's another thing, like my head in the beginning was trying to trick my mind as if I didn't have time to exercise. And also we do, right? Like let's just get that out of the way. We do have time to exercise. So that's not an excuse, right? 10, 20, 15 minutes. Uh, that's more than enough to get some reps in. So I really tried to get that excuse out of my head. And because remember, I was not healthy when I started exercising again. So um, and so like just as a result, I felt so much better. It feels good to exercise again. It feels good to like lift some weights and because it releases stress when you exercise. And just over time for a month or two, like I started to get more tone. I started to feel better. And so it was really good. So the next best thing, if you exercise at home, is the apartment gym. Like if you live in an apartment complex or a community, sometimes there's a gym. I definitely recommend going to the gym instead of exercising at home, because at home you can still get distracted by your computer or the TV. So ideally, if you have a gym nearby, you want to go to the apartment gym. And the apartment gym or the community gym usually has more equipment, they have more machines, they have more exercises. And like I say, it gets you out of the house so you're not distracted by other things. So I definitely recommend going to the apartment gym. So right now, currently, I actually am signed up to Planet Fitness, and I go there for an hour. And the reason why I signed up for a Planet Fitness is because they have more equipment, and it's less than 10 minutes away. And so you want to really make it as convenient as possible to go to the gym, right? So I have three sets of the same pair of clothes. So like I had three sets of uh, green gym clothes, and then I had three sets of green gym pants. So I just basically wear the same thing every time I go to the gym, right? Make it as simple as possible. I'm telling you, make it as simple as possible. So I just put those on and I just go straight to the gym after I drop off the kids at the bus. And so my workout, I guess, routine is Monday and Wednesday, I do upper body weight training. So the first thing I do is I do bench press, and then I do overhead shoulder press like this. And then I do what's the next one? Oh, bicep curls with the barbell. And then I do barbell back rows, so working on my back. And then I do what's it called? A rope pull down. So like you're holding the thing like this and you're pulling it down. So you're working out your triceps. And so I do that for an hour. So I have an app called Seconds Interval where uh, so for 30 seconds I'm doing the rep, right? And then after the 30 seconds, it's a 90-second rest period. So I do like 6 rep of bench press, and in between the sets is going to be 30 seconds of doing each of the reps. I hope I'm getting the terminology right. And then 90-second of rest. And then again, 30-second rep of doing bench press, and then 90-second rest. And then I move on to the next one, which is going to be overhead press next. And so one thing I really want to say is make sure you are watching videos so that you are doing the exercises properly. So I think I actually have lower back pain, and I think the main reason is because I deadlift wrong. So a long time, this was a while back when I was at the gym too. But I think because I deadlift heavy weights wrong, it put a lot of strain on my back, and now it's just affecting me nonstop now. Like it's always there now. And so I highly, highly recommend that you look into properly doing these exercises. Like all you gotta do is just, there's so many short videos out there where it's just like 30 seconds on how to do bench press, 30 seconds on how to do overhead shoulder press. Just look at those videos before you attempt it. I'm telling you, number one, it makes you do it more effectively. So like you're getting the most out of it. You're getting the most results out of it because you're doing it correctly. And it's going to prevent you from having pain, because you do not want lower back pain. I'm telling you right now, it's like a gnawing pain that even through stretches, like it still won't go away. Okay. So that's how badly that I want you to protect yourself when you're doing these exercises. Watch videos on how to do it properly, because there's plenty of them, and go from there. So that's Monday and Wednesday. That's when I do upper body workout. And I don't know if you can see, but like I feel good, right? And then on Tuesday and Friday, I do lower body workout. So that means the first thing I start off with is barbell squats. And man, barbell squats, it's tough, right? And so I guess another thing, like I said before, start small. So when I went to the Planet Fitness gym, I used low weights. I didn't care what people think. I don't care if they saw me like lifting little weights. I don't care, right? Because my goal was to make sure I'm consistent and not too tired to work out the next day. So let the ego, let the thing go away. Just start small with small weights, and then over time you could put on more weights, right? Like even today, I put on like 5 extra weight because now I'm used to it and getting stronger again. So back to the lower body workout. Yeah, so I do barbell squats. Once again, I do 6 sets of those. So in 30 seconds, I keep doing barbell squats, and then it's gonna be a 90-second rest. And then 30 seconds again, I'm gonna do it, I repeat the same thing. So I do that 6 times, and then I do what was it? Oh, Romanian deadlift. So I do 6 sets of that, and then I do leg press. I use a machine, it's called leg press. I do 6 sets of that, and then I do leg extension. I do 6 sets of that, and then the last one is going to be the cast. So I do 6 sets of that. So I'm basically like working out the lower body. So each week, twice a week, I'm working out my upper body, and then twice a week I'm working on my lower body. And Wednesday is my rest period because one of the things I notice is that I get too tired. I get very tired if I try to exercise for 5 times a week for an hour straight. So my exercise always lasts 1 hour, and um, so it just worked better for me to work out Monday, Tuesday, then rest. Then Thursday and Friday, that's when I exercise again. And then on the weekends, I also take my kids hiking. So Saturday and Sunday, I either take them to the playground or to the park where we go hiking. And that's another good exercise, just to be outside, walking around with the kids and being with nature as well. So Saturday and Sunday is more just walking around and not heavy lifting or anything like that. And then when it comes to the punching bag I really only use if I'm like very stressful and I just need a reset. And so I punch the bag for a few minutes or sometimes 30 minutes if I'm really in the mood. So let me see. Let me talk about, yeah, as I mentioned, I think Planet Fitness is only $15 a month. I highly recommend going to a gym that's nearby. And I think it's very important. Like you really want to be like less than 10 minutes away from the gym because I think the farther away it is from you, it's going to be harder to motivate yourself or push yourself to get out there. And even better if you could find a friend or a partner that you could go to the gym with. That's even more accountability right there, right? And first of all, I don't really have anyone near me to exercise with, but if I did, I would definitely like, hey, bro, let's go exercise together. And you can lift heavier weights, right? Because that person would be spotting you. So if you can, I definitely recommend going with a friend or a partner. I think that'd be more accountability and it help you lift heavier weights. So I want to make sure I got an outline here. Let me see. Oh, so I guess this kind of goes back. It's just try to find a time where you could consistently go exercise, right? Like you do not want your time to be different all over the place because then you're not gonna be consistent. Like on Monday, you do not want to work out at 9 a.m. Then on Tuesday, you're gonna work out at 5 p.m. And then on Wednesday or Thursday, you're gonna work out at 3:30 or something like that, right? Like you do not want each day to be a different time period of you exercising because it's gonna be harder to stay consistent. So so like for me, for example, like I said, every time I drop off the kids at the bus, that's for me to go exercise, right? So it's always the same time, and it's very easy to remember, and it's on my calendar. So just like it's easy to stay consistent because I already know what time I'm going to go to the gym. So just try to find the most convenient time where you can do it every single time consistently. And I cannot stress enough the consistent part because this is where we fall off. Like if you become inconsistent for a day or two, it's going to be really hard to go back to the gym. So that's why you want to make it as easy as possible. And then you want to have your closed gym ready right next to your door, right next to the restroom when you wake up. Like my closed gym before I exercise is always next to my restroom because when I wake up, I go straight to the restroom, obviously. I change clothes and then boom, I'm already ready. I have my gym clothes on. I have even the gym shoes. I put it in the restroom so that I put everything on right then and there. So I already have my gym clothes even before the kids wake up. So I highly recommend making it as easy as possible to exercise. Now, I don't really drink anything, water, or maybe I should be drinking water, but I don't really drink anything or eat anything before the exercise. I just find because I exercise like what time I exercise around. It's early in the morning. It's before 9 o'clock, so it's still very early. So I don't really need to eat anything. Excuse me. So I don't really eat much, but I definitely, if you're working out later in the day, I would definitely recommend eating some protein or drink some water at least. But I don't really do that. Now I used to drink a lot of salt water in the morning, but every time I drink salt water in the morning, for some reason it kind of messes up my stomach, so I just stopped doing that altogether. So I don't. So right when I wake up, get the kids ready, go to school, just exercise. I don't drink nothing. I don't eat nothing. I'm still very careful when I exercise. And once again, I'm emphasize watch videos to make sure you're doing the exercise correctly. Because that's what I do. I know that because of my lower back problem, like it makes me more careful of how I perform the exercise. Like I'm super careful of how I do exercise now. I take my time. I don't rush it. I like when I do bench press, I'm like slow, man. I take my time, make sure that I'm not hurting my body, make sure I'm not hurting myself. Take your time, watch the videos, make sure you're doing it correctly. Now, let me talk about, I guess, food. So I actually fast until dinner time. And it's crazy because you would think you'd be extra tired after exercising and working a long day, but I'm able to fast all the way up until dinner time, and I still have energy. I don't fall asleep easily. I still have a lot of energy, and I drink coffee. Like after workout, I do drink coffee, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm still functioning. I'm on high alert. Like I don't even have to eat. Now you will get hungry though. Like if you start exercising again, and you're burning all these calories as you're lifting weights, you're gonna get hungry. So this is why the coffee is a good hunger suppression for me. Now, if you get hungry, obviously, ideally, you want to eat some protein shake. Okay, let me take that back. I do take a protein shake right after I work out. So right after workout, when I get home, as soon as I open the door, I go straight to the kitchen. And I don't know if you can see it. You can't probably not can see it because it's blurry. But my protein powder is right there out in the open. My peanut butter powder is right there out in the open, and my creatine is right there. So I put everything out in the open so that I can easily remember to number one, take the protein shake, and it's right then and there. Right, I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to take out the cupboard or the drawers because it's right there. So if you want to take protein and the supplements and the creatine much easily, just leave it out in the open. Like it's always there. I never put it anywhere else. And it just makes it easy to come home. I got my cup there as well. I just put some water. Boom. I have my protein shake and it's ready to drink. That's it. Right. So that's what I mean by just making it super easy to exercise and to take the protein shake and the supplements and stuff like that. So make it easy as possible if you can. So I just do whey protein. Like whey protein is supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be good for gaining muscles, and boom, that's all I have. And creatine as well. I heard is really good. So definitely at least have those two. Um, now, yeah, when it comes to food, I just make sure I eat a lot of protein. I just have a lot of chicken, a lot of meat. I drink sparkling water, so I really try to stay away from junk food. And this is coming from like I eat a lot of candy, and I'm still trying to not eat as much dessert and candy as possible. It's very hard, but I try really hard to stay away from those things. So for now, I'm just eating a lot of protein, which is a lot of meat. I eat at least one apple or banana or some type of fruit, and then I drink sparkling water. And I have supplements. So I think my supplements are multivitamins, vitamin D. I took red yeast, I think it's called, which I was trying to lower my cholesterol, but I don't think it's working, so I might stop taking that. I take fish oil. I take vitamin D, and there's something called K12, I think it's called, right? So, but ideally, you want to ask your doctor to see what supplements are good for you. But this helps me. It just helps. So you can look into those supplements and see if it fits your nutrients needs or your vitamin needs. But I do think supplements help, and it keeps you healthy. And I'm 36 years old now, so as I get older, I think it's more important for me to really eat healthier and exercise more, and just look into my health. Now, so that's my exercise, and then that's my eating habits, and then of course I sleep. I sleep on time. Like I sleep at least get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So, and that's another important thing because you want your body to rest. So, another important thing is to make sure you are getting enough rest so that your body can heal and become stronger. And yeah, you just got to make sure you get enough quality sleep. All right, cool. So, oh man, it's 18 minutes now talking about getting back into the gym. Let me just talk about the after effects or the results of just exercising again and getting back to the gym. So number one is confidence. Like I just feel so much better looking at myself, like in the mirror, and seeing how toned I've gotten, see how stronger I've gotten. Because you're gonna see your muscles, you're gonna get bigger, and you just look good when you look in the mirror as you're flexing. After you've done a month or 2 or 3 after exercising, because that's when you could slowly see a change in the muscle or the tone of the muscle. So you're gonna feel much more confident looking in the mirror. And this is, of course, if you're putting in the time to exercise and exercising correctly and getting your rest, like you're gonna see some results, right? Not a lot off the get go. It just depends. But like me, I was quickly able to see results. And here's another thing that's crazy that I want to add is like before separation, it's crazy. I was getting a lot of headaches and stomach pains before separation, but after separation, and it could be because I started exercising again and just getting to the habit of making sure I'm on top of being healthier. Like my headaches and stomach pains all went away after separation, right? And I think that a huge part of that is focusing on my health. So that's another thing. Like if you're experiencing some type of pain, whether it's headaches, stomach pains, or whatever the case it is, the exercising or focus on your health could alleviate or make those problems go away. So definitely another huge reason why it's so important to exercise. Confidence is number one. Like I think I feel so much better. Like I feel like I conquer the world when I see that I'm in shape, that I'm strong. And then number two, of course, is what was I saying before that? If you have health problems, like some of those health problems might go away. And number two, it's good for the kids to see that they have a very healthy and strong dad. Like they exercise sometimes when they see me do push-ups, they join me and do push-ups. When they see me doing dynamic stretches to work out my lower back, they join in the effort with me, right? So they see a strong and healthy dad, and so that inspires them to also want to stay healthy and be strong and do stuff. Like my kids, they're both healthy, they both want to exercise. They always want to copy me. Sometimes they frustrate me because, like I say, they distract me or they get in my way when I'm exercising and stuff like that. But for the most part, like it's good to inspire our kids to stay healthy and exercise as well. So it's just inspiring them as well to stay healthy. Um, what else? That's so a good role model for the kids. And then let's talk about my energy, because my energy was there was a drastic change in my energy as well. Where beforehand, when I stopped exercising and I was getting chubbier, I was just low energy. I was miserable. I was sad. I was low energy all the time. I did not want to play or go out as often because I was just like slumped like this and just completely low energy. And also that's not good. So now, after exercising, I just have, I would say, a lot more energy now, right? I take my kids everywhere now. I walk with them everywhere now. I play with them all the time. I could keep up with two kids, and like you just have so much energy to do more things, and you and the kids are young, so like you just do not want to miss moments of playing with the kids. You don't want to miss those moments, and so I just have a lot more energy to do things now. And also on top of that, because I have more energy to play with the kids, I have more energy to grow my skills. I have more energy to to learn new skills, to work on side hustles, to wake up earlier and just do more things. Right now, like now, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I have basically 1.5 hour to work on whatever projects I want to work on. And that's because I just have more energy now. So there's just so many benefits to it. And plus, like I want to live a long, healthy life. I don't want to be like an old person that's frail, that can't move, that can't do anything. And so this is why I really encourage you, especially if you just separate it. Like health is probably the first thing I always recommend you would go to. Just pick up some dumbbells, hit the gym or something. Find a friend or someone nearby that you could partner up with to hold you accountable to exercise and start working out again. Just start exercising again. So I hope I covered everything. That is what it's like to go back to the gym. It feels really good. I highly recommend it. And let me think. I'm trying to think of some questions or some setbacks that might make it hard to exercise. So if you're co-parenting and the kids go back and forth on different days, once again, you still got to find that time period where you could do exercise every single day, even when it's co-parenting time, right? So ideally, to me, the best time is when the kids go to school, or before you pick up the kids from school. Like I don't see no other time where you could best do it. And of course, it depends on your job and your schedule. But even if you have the kids, that's not an excuse. You still could exercise at home for 30 minutes or an hour, right? So when you pick up the kids, or when you do have the kids, or when you're alone at home, you can exercise. There's just no excuses. Uh, so boom, well, that question's answer yourself. Like you don't. There's no reason to not exercise because you can easily exercise at home. Even at work, I used to exercise at my job. My job, man, it used to be like an hour and a half away, but we would have weights over there, and so I would go to the backyard and I would start exercising with the weights and do some push-ups. And there's no gym there. Like I just go through the back of the building and I just start exercising like for a few minutes. And so like there's just no excuses to not put in some type of exercise routine in your daily life. There's just no point, right? There's so many benefits to it. It's good for you. It's good for the kids. So there's just no reason to not do it. Now, let me see. Another thing is, let's talk about the mindset in a way, right? Because I do think a strong body is a strong mind as well, and vice versa. So they intertwine with each other. When you have a strong body, it makes, like I say, it boosts your confidence, and that is part of the mindset, right? It makes you more confident to take more challenges, to do more things, um, to tackle more ambitious goals, right? Like when you are healthy, you just feel like you could conquer the world. And yeah, I think it when you after separation, like it's very difficult because you're gonna be sad and depressed, and that's understandable because separation is devastating and it sucks. But when you exercise, you kind of let go of it. Like you just focus on the weights. You just focus on lifting heavy weights. Like it does take your mind away from the bad stuff that's happening, right? Which is why exercise is such a great stress reliever because you're focused on lifting heavy things. So it's just like that's another thing. Like if you have a heavy mind right now, go exercise, right? Go do some push-ups, right? Just go move your body. Um, so it's good for the mindset. Let me see. I definitely, as I mentioned, when you're going back into the gym, try to not push yourself too hard because once again, the goal is to be consistent. It's not to just do one and then be done with it. No, you want to be consistent with the exercise. So start small and do it daily if you can. And when you plan activities with the kids, like try to do something outdoors where you're moving a lot, where you have to explore nature or go hiking or go trail or something like that, right? Even the playground, like the playground is good because you can play tags with the kids and you can walk around the playground as well. So try to add more outdoor type of event with the kids as well. And another thing is just to be patient with the results, right? Like exercising, you're not gonna get results right away, right? It's gonna take a month, 2 months, 3 months, like depending on your build, on getting results when it comes to exercising. So just be patient, keep exercising, eat right. Like another thing is eating correctly. Make sure you're not eating a ton of junk food. Like get the junk food out the house. No soda. You can replace sparkling water. I mean, you can replace soda and whatever bad drinks you have, alcohol with sparkling water. Sparkling water is much healthier than those alternatives. Stop eating junk food. Stop eating pizza. Like replace it with some chicken breast, some fruits, right? And all these are hard transitions. So once again, slowly transition to the food stuff as well. Like slowly take out the sodas and then drink it with sparkling water. Like just slowly get into the habit of thinking in small steps. Okay, and I'm a huge component of taking small steps. Now, Akko, so we're on the 27th minute. I'm trying to make this 30 minutes, and I really want to make sure that I touch on all points when it comes to it. Let me see. Do 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 do. Yeah, I hope this was helpful when it comes to getting back to the gym. And I'm gonna be doing this more often, doing this live sort of things where I'm just talking off the top of my head, no edits. I hope that I didn't stumble a lot, which I don't think I did. But next tomorrow, I'm gonna try and come up with a new topic. I'm just gonna talk about what's on my mind, right? And I'm gonna try to extrapolate it as much as possible, give it as much context on why I think X, Y, and Z, and go from there. So if you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this type of thing. I don't know if people keep enjoying this live. I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so it's not a lot of people's gonna see this anyway. But it'd be good to post on my YouTube channel and more people can see it. So I hope this was really helpful to you. I think it's a very tough situation being separated and being a single dad, but exercise is by far one of the best habits or actions you can take to improve your life. It definitely improved my life, and I hope you can see like I'm healthy, I'm not chubby, I'm in good health, I'm very optimistic, positive, and that all did come from exercising. That all did come from being healthier, being stronger, and more. So recap: exercise, be consistent with the exercise, figure out when the best time you can exercise. The best thing I would say is to work out at home, then work out in an apartment gym if you could do that. And then the best thing is going to be work out at a full gym like Planet Fitness or something like that. All right, which is only $15 a month. So I think to me that price is worth it. And you have more equipment and stuff like that. So definitely that would be the best next thing. And before you exercise, watch videos to make sure you're doing the exercises correctly. I do not want you to hurt yourself, and I want you to get the full results when you're doing these exercises. All right. So my name is Fun Chan, single dad just like you, and I hope this video was helpful. And I see you tomorrow. Cheers.